This is what my code used to look like. Spaghetti. How's it going, everybody? This is Taylor again with Coding for Tacos, a channel where I talk about freelancing, web development, WordPress, and all that good stuff. Today, we are going to install and set up a local copy of WordPress on Xampp or Xampp. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Xampp. We've already done a video about local by flywheel and WAMP server. So this is a third option if you want to do WordPress development on your computer locally without using hosting. So it's a great way to learn WordPress development. It's a great way to have kind of a playground if you're building a theme. There are lots of good reasons for it. Let's get into it. Let's get Xampp set up.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why.
Okay, so here we are on the old Google. It's a good starting place, I would say. Let me get out of the way here. So first thing we need to do, right, is download and install Xampp. I'm going to call it Xampp. Maybe it's Xampp. I'm not sure. So here we go. Download Xampp. So here it is. It's the first one. ApacheFriends.org is what you're looking for. And here it is. They have it for Mac, Linux, and Windows. So here we have the different versions of PHP. I'll download the most recent one. All right, downloading. I'm actually using an older computer because I like to use Xampp for WordPress development, and there are a couple projects that I didn't feel like reinstalling if I had uninstalled Xampp and then installed it again. So I thought I would do it this way. Okay, so Xampp is downloaded, the installation file. So here I'll click that, and it might take a second, right? This is an older computer, like I said. Here we go. All right, so I went ahead and I clicked on the download to start the installation process, and it says that it seems you have an antivirus running. In some cases, this may slow down or interfere with the installation. I've never had a problem with this, so I'm just going to go ahead and click yes. But it's true that some antiviruses can sometimes interfere with local servers. The only problem like this that I've ever had is when running Skype. I think it was WAMP server. It might have been Xampp, but they were taking away the port. They were both trying to use the same port, but again, I don't expect any problems, so I'm going to click continue. I'm going to click continue here with this warning, and that'll start our installation. Oh, it was on the other screen. So next, this is all fine. All the default stuff is fine for me. This is where our projects will live, and a lot of the Xampp files will live. Next, I don't really need to learn more about that. Next. Okay, so now it's installing. Really, all of that is a lot like any other software, any other program you would install on your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to when this is done installing, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so the installation finished without any issues. It just took, a couple minutes, and here we are. So just like anything else, it has, do you want to launch now? Yeah, I'd like to launch the control panel now. So that's launching. The other screen again. Okay, here we are. So it's asking what language. I want to use English. Click Save. Keeps going to the other screen. So this is the control panel, and I really only use two of these services here, Apache and MySQL. I guess I do use FileZilla for FTP, but not with any connection to Xampp. So let's see. and you just click Start for these two to start the database and the server. But we want to get a local copy of WordPress running. So let's get that taken care of first. The first thing we need to do is download WordPress. And you can get that if you search for it, or from wordpress.org, not wordpress.com, but .org, and download WordPress. I already downloaded it. I've got it right here, and I already extracted it from the zip file as well. You can use WinZip or just extract all with Windows if you want. So I'll open the folder there with WordPress. And inside of this, all of this stuff is what we want. So I'm going to just copy that. And remember where we said that we wanted Xampp to live? Here it is on the C drive. So I'll click on that. And where we will keep all of our projects is in this folder, htdocs. So here we have some stuff. We don't really need to worry much about that. Oops, I hit paste. I don't want to paste there. So I'll make a new folder, and I'll say WP website, WordPress website. And then in here is where we want to paste all the WordPress stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. That is done pasting over. Now, in the past, you needed to edit this file. I'll just go ahead and show you. It's going to open in VS Code by Microsoft. In the past, you needed to make a database and then put the information in here. But now WordPress will guide you through that process. But what you would do is you would save the credentials, the username and password, and the database, and then you would resave this as WP config without the sample part. So we have WordPress where we need it. Now let's go to phpMyAdmin, where we can create a database for our local WordPress site. So localhost phpMyAdmin. And you know what? It's not going to open correctly right now because this isn't running. So I'll start these two services. Okay, it looks like they're both running. Let me try again. All right. Now this is a fun one. Mine is in Spanish because I am in Mexico. Let me see if I can change this. I'm going to keep this in the video because actually, for whatever reason, I don't have a problem using Spanish, but for stuff like this, I wanted to change the language in the past, and it took me a long time to figure out how. But here I can see it right here is the language. So let me change that to English. There we go. And now it's going to reload in English, so that should help all of us. All right, here we are. And for our purposes of setting up a local WordPress site, this is going to be super easy. We click New to create a new database. I always try to name it the same or close to the same as my site. So WP website. And I don't even think this is so important, but this has to do with the language that will be used on your site. And kind of the universal one is UTF-8. Let's see, here it is, UTF-8 General CI. That's the one I was told to use, and I always use that one. So we have created our database. You can see it here, WP-website. And that's it. All you have to do is create the database. That's it. All right. So now here we are in the htdocs in Xampp. And whatever we named this folder is going to be the address of our website locally. So you want to remember to have this running, Apache and MySQL. And I'll go to localhost WP website. And if we did everything correctly, we'll have WordPress and it will ask us for installation. So yes, here we go. So WP website, I want WordPress to be in English, so I'm going to click that, continue. And here, this is what I was mentioning. It's going to ask us for the database name, the username, the password, and the host. So let's go. All right. The database name, remember we said WP website, or I said that anyway. Username, by default, with phpMyAdmin, unless you change it, it will be root, and the password will be nothing, an empty string, I guess. Localhost, that's correct, and this is, I always leave this how it is, the table prefixes for the database. And let's run the installation. Okay, this is standard if you've ever installed WordPress anywhere. I'll just put testing, admin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll confirm the use of that weak password and install WordPress. And that's it. I mean, now we're going to have a WordPress website set up locally. So here we'll be able to log in now. All right, admin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can log in. And there we are. We can view it, and it will come with the default theme. Here's the default theme that comes with the first word, with a fresh WordPress installation. So there's that. And now a handy thing is if you want to, say you're doing theme development, and so you want to go to the folder that has the theme. You can just click right here on Explorer, and it will take you to the Xampp folder. It will open that up for you. So here we are, and then we have the htdocs folder, and this is where our website is living. And the theme is in WP content, and then in themes. So here we are, and I don't actually know. I think 2020, it must be 2020 that is installed, but we can take a look at this theme. And here we have all the theme files. So if you were making your own WordPress theme from scratch, let's say, you need 2 files and that's it for the most basic WordPress theme. You need index.php and you need a style.css. So that's where you would, if you were developing a new theme, you would develop it in here in your website, WP content, and themes. And that's it. That's all I have for you on this one. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you'd like me to make a different video, if you have suggestions. My goal is to make videos that will help people who are learning and hopefully answer questions that people have, answer questions that I had as I was learning. So leave a comment, give it a thumbs up if you thought it was good, thumbs down if you thought it was bad. Remember, a taco a day keeps the sadness away, I guess. No, but thank you so much again. Peace.